Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Amir right now. My voice just gave out for a second. I wasn't gonna do video format. I was actually just gonna do straight regular, but I figured I'd do it for this video, to show off a little bit of the hardware and coding stuff that you could do on OBS. This is actually on my laptop. Right now, the audio is gonna sound a little weird. There's a bit of a weird thing going on with the microphone here. It's not my normal mic. I'm actually using the my old mic because the other mic's hooked up on a boom over there in the other room. But on this room, this is where I'm gonna use my laptop setup. So I'm just gonna be recording a bit of an update today, so that way you guys are all aware of the situation of the status of the channel. So I guess I'll start off with some positive news and all that. So I want to say thank you guys for allowing me to uh, pursue this endeavor here of trying to do more with the channel, trying to bring it back up and kind of revitalize the spirits of the Let's Plays and the streaming and all that stuff. So I want to thank you guys for at least accommodating me on that. I know it's not everyone, but the few of you that actually have been following me like hardcore for the last few years. So I do thank you. I wish you guys would show yourselves more, comment more, so I know which one of you to really thank. I want to know who you are. So because there have been so many people that come and go through the channel, it's hard to know who's really been loyal and who hasn't. Aside from my usual group of friends who I know all of them very well, but like the people that just watch the video aren't part of my inner circle of friends. I like to know who you are. That way I could kind of put you into my life and then we can have conversations, talk, or whatever you want to do. I just like having more friends in general, just having more things to do is always fun. Or just talking games with people. It's some of my passion. Anyway, the purpose of this video is to go over yet another update. It feels like I do an update every other day, right? But and I think this one's pretty well justified because these are like the largest changes I've done to the channel as of yet. So as you guys know, some months ago, I tried to pursue trying to go more full time with my streaming, or just channel content creation in general. Just being a content creator, I wanted to do it more full time, and that's come at a big sacrifice to me because I work full time, and now doing content creation full time is rough. It is rough, but it's actually super fun. I enjoy that I am a little bit more revitalized in today's day and age. You might see I have a better color in my face. I feel a lot more refreshed. I feel a lot better mentally about doing this because I've always been on the fringe of like, okay, do I want to do this? Do I not? Even back then, before I even started my career, I always thought, like I shouldn't end this because back during the height of the Lucathon and during even do my styling, my manly streams and all that stuff, like I had a really nice fan base that were watching my stuff. Even during the Let's Play I did with where this one really popped off was in Wind Waker, and I had I still feel this way about like not wanting to take advantage of the popularity of a game or anything like that just to promote myself. I've never been a fan of like being in the limelight, just having just I just don't like attention, you know what I mean? But unfortunately this requires to for you to have attention, so I'm like, okay, I'll suck it up. But even then I was like, okay, well, I just don't like the idea of taking advantage of this opportunity. I feel like an opportunist, right? And so I just like, okay, well, I had this opportunity, I could pursue it, be one of the greats of Let's Playing or streaming, and I could have taken that, wrote it, but instead I decided to go career, and I don't have regrets. I still think this is the right way to go. I've learned a lot in my life, a lot of skills that I've gained, both in the workplace and out of the workplace. And I've learned to manage my own finances. I've learned to negotiate and do all kinds of things, all really useful things for life. Um, I learned how to say no to people. I've learned how to do a lot of things that, normally you can't, you have to like learn it the hard way. And in the position I was in, having to be the breadwinner in my family, I've had to like really grow real tough. And I've always been tough my whole life, but there's a certain kind of toughness that comes from not having to play nice with people. That's different from your everyday, growing up in the hood type of thing. So that learning to say no to people respectfully is a very tough skill to have, because it is managing a very thin fringe line, and it comes with a lot of practice and experience, and you're gonna fumble it at first, but then you learn how to get real good at it, and you learn how to be political with it. But anyway, the whole point is, like, I've learned a lot of skills, and I don't regret my decision, but I think I want to apply those skills and do something for myself. Whether it is, going into the real estate as I was going to do before, or going to, make a business or whatever. I actually like the idea of just making content for people. It's kind of where my roots were. It's where I started. It's where I would like to keep going. And I wish I had more time to really dedicate to this, but I work full time, and it's really tough to just come back home when you're already beat up. It's like 9, 10 at night, and you got a few hours to do things before you have to get up at 5 in the morning again, or 5:30. Actually, in my case, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like, though that time, I only have so much hours to sleep, drive to work, just an hour and a half away or two, and then drive another hour and a half or two to come back from work after 6 o'clock. It's like it's a really, like, schedule that beats the hell out of you. So for me to do this, even though it's really rough and time constricting, I find that this revitalizes my spirits quite a bit. I really like to create content. So more on that. I want to go over kind of where my mindset is, and what I want to do, and where we're going from here, right? So since I started doing this, let me go ahead and navigate through so that we can see what I'm doing and all that. So, since starting this, I've not made any videos. Let me talk about the actual video creation, right? So, I see that YouTube has these separations for videos, shorts, lives, playlists, posts, etc., right? So, what I wanted to describe is that, so with videos, those are the actual videos that I create, not from a live stream, not from a short. They're actual videos that I upload to YouTube using this button up here, right? To upload video. So those I have done very little of these days. And you can see, I mean, last stuff was really years ago and months ago and stuff like that. So every now and again, I'll upload an actual video, but that really depends on whether or not I want to upload something from like a previous stream, or I want to upload something that is actually new content. So you might not see this as much. What you'll see me do is more live stream. This is kind of where I am now. Like, and I'll go over why, my mentality of, like, my mindset of why I think this is the better format for me. And I'll explain that using one of my older videos here, or one of the more, like a recent video that's kind of old at this point. But so where is it? I have it in Bang Kaito's videos. Yes, this one. So this episode 5 of Bang Kaitos, the Eternal Winds and Lost Ocean. This was a messed up video from a while back. So this was 4 years ago now. It's still hard to believe this was 4 years ago. Like, time has really flown. It has felt like it's maybe been a year and a half tops in my brain. But to realize that it's been 4 years is insane. I'm getting older faster, and I need to make better use of my time. Excuse me, my time here. So I go over in episode 5 on this video of my that I uploaded a while back too. This is how I do my editing in Vegas Pro. I didn't do the best job of explaining stuff, but I go over everything here. But it wasn't a structured video. It was just more like I just talked and did things like how I normally would. And the way my mind works is not that organized. I just kind of talk and just go from place to place. So you might notice that in this video too. Nothing's different, right? I'm still the same way. But in this video, episode 5, it made me realize that this was forever ago, right? It's 4 years ago, but it made me realize that that structure that I was recording videos on, like, say on console or whatever I use, whatever capture device I use. So I still have, by the way, I still have my Elgato stuff, but doing it that way caused me a lot of problems. The software I use always crashed. It always gave me issues. There's always rendering problems, processing problems. I always had troubles with the video. sound issues. The sound would disappear, the video won't play, the whole thing gets corrupted, and it was a disaster to upload, right? And this was like I was using the Elgato S or whatever, and I was like, bro, I'm going further and further into like getting more Elgatos, and I'm having more and more problems. Like when I first started this journey with like say Legend of Dragoon, Valkyrie Profile, sure I had problems there, but they were not like this. Like they were not like every X couple of videos there's an audio problem, there's a desync, or there's something like that, right? It was like in the beginning I used the original software of the Elgato, the one that used to work on the old devices, and the very first app program of Elgato that I used worked flawlessly, almost flawlessly. Like I didn't have any real issues. Issues started happening when I started updating them, and they're supposedly fixing issues, but they were actually making things worse, right? So, and I know that's not everyone's experience. Some people have, no problems there, but I've seen a lot of playthroughs in my time of people doing let's plays and walkthroughs and stuff, and I notice that there's still issues, and I know the kind of software that they're using, and it's like, well, they still have problems. I'm not the only one having these issues. And even in some commentary, they'll even mention like, hey, I'm using the Elgato, or they'll just say it out like, damn, this Elgato sucks or whatever, So like, I noticed that I'm not the only one that has this problem, and so I don't know what the percentage would be of users to issues, but the fact that it's common enough that I can find it in other videos tells me all I need to know. So this is kind of one of the main reasons why I did not want to pursue continuing the video format. Although I love the video format more than the live streaming, I actually this a real simple honor and passion that I enjoy about creating the videos. I really love it, right? I'm a big fan of it, but I have to say that if it's going to cause me issues, and I am a perfectionist when it comes to my audio and video, when it comes to uploading, not necessarily live streaming. I try to get it right, but like, no, when it comes to uploading videos, I am very harsh and critical on the technical aspects of the process, right? I'm extremely finicky on it. Like you won't find a pickier person. Right? My conditions for recording have to be just right. It can't be anyone around. It can't be any noise. Like I'm super down to the very nitty gritty on it. And that's very stressful because if I have something go wrong, I get irritated. That day, I'm just not listen. There's people that get mad about stuff, and then there's people that get mad about stuff, and I'm the latter. If I something doesn't go right, most things it's okay, right? I'm almost always like, I'm cool and chill with everything. I handle a lot of bullshit, and I'm always good, and like there's no issues, right? But when it comes to certain things that I truly care about, when you start messing with that, that's when I get pissed, and it's happened before, where like I'll get interrupted in my recording and I blow up. Like I literally start screaming. I'm like yelling at whoever. I don't care who's at the door. I don't care if it's the Pope. I don't care if it's Mike fucking Tyson who's right there. I'm yelling at this person coming in. Right. That's how angry I get when my shit gets disrupted. So to avoid stressful situations like that, I just don't bother to do them anymore. Um, and but I do miss the beauty of being able to record and upload. I don't think it's ever going to be something that I'm going to stop loving. I really enjoy it, like really really do. If I could live by myself, and not with my family, and then do something like that, I probably would. um, but yeah, that's probably the only time I would do it. But until if that ever becomes a thing, I don't think I would do that. I would have to be in the most optimal conditions. And even then, there's still more benefits to doing it a different way. So I'm going to go over that in a second. But I just wanted to tell you exactly why I don't do this anymore, right? It was super stressful and super like time consuming. And none of that would be an issue if it wasn't that like, they I'll handle all that if it wasn't for the simple fact that I kept getting errors. I kept getting moments like this. And with a game like Batten Kaitos, I was not going to accept that. I was like, this is my favorite game of all time. I'm not accepting losses like that. I'm just not going to handle it. So, but you're like, okay, I'm still thinking that there's a subset of you guys who follow me that maybe are waiting for the next Batten Kaitos episode. So, but if that's the case, and that's reflective on me. I didn't do a good job to describe this, or I didn't do a good job explaining it, mentioning it, bringing it to limelight. This, I'm not doing Bankaitos anymore, right? I'm not doing any of these games anymore, right? So they're done. I'm not uploading these no more. Bloodborne, all that stuff. Monster Saga, they're all gone, right? Like, not that they're like gone per se. I have videos. I might upload them, right? And the ones that I have left, but I'm not recording these anymore. What I'm doing instead of recording them is I'm doing live stream of those playthroughs, and then I'm uploading those to YouTube. That way, or they've already been uploaded, right? So they're already uploaded, and then that's the new playthrough, or that's going to continue on a playlist from the last episode that I had done on the video. So, for example, and I'll give you an example here, and I'm not the best at doing this because I've been like lacking for time, but so this is episode 5, correct? And if you follow the playthrough, you know exactly where I am in this episode and episode 4, whatever. So this is, wherever I left off is where I left off. Now, and I will upload again over time. I don't know when, but I'll upload like the rest of whatever I have in storage. Like I know I had a Radiata like episode 47 or something like that. I'll upload that. That's not a. I mean, the Let's Play is over, but I had an extra episode. I'll upload that at some point. And I've been uploading like old streams, so those will be uploaded like normal. But episode 5 and onward, like from Bang Kaitos, for example, if you go to my lives, right? If you go to my lives, you'll see I have a bunch of stuff here from my live streaming. So, kind of a little plug here, but I've completed Expedition 33. So that playthrough is complete. You can watch anytime you want. I'm still making edits to the playlist because episode 1 was a big screw up in the beginning, trying to get the game rolling. But I'll either upload a new video with everything together, or what I plan to do is just like do a supercut of the first 3 acts. Do Act 1 supercut of everything, Act 2 supercut of everything, Act 3 supercut of everything. So that's maybe how I plan on doing it. But I just wanted to go over that. So now you see, I have all these live streams. I have Apollo Justice. I did Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, like parts 1, 2, and 3 this way. But really, and I did all of the 100 line. I did the first ending. And so what I wanted to show you was here, Bang Kaitos. So this is where we're going to continue the playthrough. And I'm going to put it all in the playlist. I had to organize and name the parts and stuff. I haven't done that yet, but I had to figure out exactly where the Let's Play ends and where this begins. Because I more or less started streaming at the spot where I ended the Let's Play at in that part. So yeah, I did a bunch of games. Silent Hill 2. For the first time, mind you, I did Silent Hill 2 for the first time. That was a great game. But where is Van Kaitos at? It is, and I did Revenge of the Seven, one of my favorite games I've played in recent times. Very good. Okay, so I think this is where it started. This was 11 months ago. This is where the episode 5 ends and episode 6 begins of the Let's Play, right? I think it's here. Or, no. Is it here? I don't remember. Uh, I did Virtual's Last Reward. That was a great game. Uh, yeah, I finally ended up doing that. It was great. And I did Mist as well. It was fun. I did a lot of great games so far, but anyway, let me stop getting sidetracked. So, is it really here that I started? I just can't imagine that this is where I was at. Let me do something here. I'm gonna search up Bankaitos. Okay, so this playthrough is over, by the way. It's finished. I had 100% of the game and I showed off how to do it. Lots of awesome twists and turns in terms of gameplay and all that stuff. I show off really cool stuff. Um, so Core 100. Damn, I actually don't recall. I don't recall. Well, that's why. I haven't organized it yet. I'm trying to figure out where the first episode of that really is. It could be all far to Empire. Like, I don't know. So at some point, I basically start over from where the Let's Play stopped at, and then I continue. Towards the all the way towards the end of the game. My voice is dying. Oh my goodness. But I go all the way towards the end of the game this way, and I do everything. I show off all Magnus collection. I show off all of the items, everything, everything I show. Everything. Okay. I show off all combos, everything. So if you wanted 100% complete file of Bankaitos, all of the things you need to look forward to and do, all of the pitfalls and traps, all the things that you need to like keep in mind that could go wrong, all the things that you need to keep in preservation for later, like items that you need to hold on to, what not to sell, etc. like that. If you wanted to know that, you'll see it there. I do everything in this. But I actually have to show you. Um, I have to show you. Well, I have to rename everything. Once I rename everything, I'll probably post like a tweet or whatever it's called. Stupid name, but yeah, the Blue Sky. That's what I use now. I don't use Twitter anymore. I still have my Twitter. I have it linked in case you want to follow me there, but I don't make posts there anymore. What I might do is I might just post my shorts to Twitter. I might do that. I might have my. I might make like have an automation that like when I post a short to YouTube, it'll go to Twitter as well. And that's all I'll use it for. All my updates are going to be on Blue Sky because I just don't support Twitter. I don't support the way Musk's business practices go. I don't have anything against him as a person, but I think it's very scummy to like charge people for using your API. Like that's ridiculous. Like as a just regular content creation, I mean, I just don't like business practice like that in general. Some people might justify it. I hate it. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to go over that. So as you can see, there's episode 5. I'll go through this, I'll fix it, and we'll see what's going on in there. But as you can see, Bankaito's endgame, final side quest, and final weapon Magnus's, right? Uh, you have endgame, how far, 100% achievement. This is, I guess, the episode when I do it. I named these so I know where the ends were, but yeah. Oh yeah, all SP combos complete plus shampoo finally evolved. This is like a 336-hour process, so yeah, it was a pretty involved. Yeah, let me see here. YouTube Studio, right? I can see it here. I can actually tell where. Let me see. Go to content. I just go to live, and I should be able to see here when it was, right? So what the last one was. And but I could search it here, and don't worry, I'll finish doing all that stuff. But yeah, here's more bank titles here. This is Endgame, but this was not where I first started because I did Roman Saga 2 around the same time. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. All right. Anyway, that being said, I wanted to kind of share that with you. That way you're aware. I know I'm a bit lengthy on this update. I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to make it too long, but that's just so there's no confusion. I'm not doing videos anymore until I say otherwise. I'm just not going to make any more Let's Plays. I should say that. I will still do playthroughs and commentary and walkthroughs of stuff. It just won't be in the format you've always known for these last like 15 years, right? It's just gonna be live streaming. I'm gonna post things like that. I live stream on Twitch and YouTube, so you can catch both of those. And on top of that, in addition, there is a new thing that I've started doing, which are shorts. So I've created shorts. I've got a bunch of shorts here, and I've got even more shorts to go. Like, let me see if I can show you. Like, I've got some shorts here. I don't know if I want to like kind of share the like show you an extra short there, one that hasn't been released. I don't want to kind of go over it, but I mean, let me see. Okay, well, yeah, this is I have some shorts here, and I've been uploading them. I have them on the schedule, so they upload every day at 1 p.m. Now, I'm only trying the 1 p.m. thing this week because I'm trying to get analytics. So I'm gonna up do one whole week of uploading at 1 p.m. I'm gonna do 1 week of uploading at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I'm gonna do another week of uploading in the evening. I'm gonna compare the times and see which one of those three gives me the better view count or the more activity or whatever. Doing using the process this time to like uh, just kind of learn how short formats are. People have crazy low attention span these days. I can't believe it. I can't believe how dumb people have gotten over the years. It's like we should be better, and now our brains are reducing more. I can't believe I got to resort to using this format to get people's attention on my videos. It's insane. But the first 20 minutes of me uploading, I had like 600 views on this video, which is crazy. And then it just kind of topped off at like 700. I haven't seen it move in a couple days. Maybe he's got one view or something. But this video, the Ace Attorney one's the one I didn't expect, popped off to 1,000 views in like the first day. It hasn't moved since. So there seems to be like, oh, I don't know. It's like everyone just gets to a certain point and then it stops. And then I don't know when, like, does it take it out of circulation? I don't know. I don't know how to get it back into circulation. I don't know how this works necessarily. The videos were like being watched and then it just stopped. So I want to get these back on. I don't know how. I don't know how to put it back into the pool, get it back into the highway lane of traffic. I'm not sure how to do that. I just released this one today and it's got 9 views. This one's slowing down a lot, but this just tells me this probably wasn't as interesting to people, or the hook or whatever wasn't as important, or wasn't as kind of the hook wasn't as catchy. But there's also a situation that like I've only been doing this for 5 days, and I just need to be doing this for months before I get some real results or get some eyes on the channel. I don't know. We'll see. For right now, though, this is where we're at, and that's what I'm trying to do, right? So I'm going through all my videos so you can show you, right? Show you a folder of mine. So, for example, I have, say, this folder here, or I have the 100 line, right? So this is my like YouTube Shorts. But I have the playthrough. I'm downloading all the playthroughs from YouTube Studio, which you can do that, by the way, if you didn't know you could. So, for example, if you wanted, like, if I wanted to get like my Silent Hill 2 play play, I played this for like 5 or 6 nights or something like that. Uh, fifth night, yeah. So I played for 5 nights and beat the game, and it was a really, really good stream. But if I wanted to download it and make shorts of it, all I do is I'll just click the three dots here on this video on the YouTube Studio. I'll find the stream, I go to options, and I just do download, right? And then it'll just download by itself like so, right? And so I can do that for all of these and download all of my videos from Silent Hill 2. I'm super happy that this YouTube allows you to do that because unfortunately, and I'm gonna go into this in a second. I mean, that's why I have these three tabs. I'm gonna talk about all these. Unfortunately, for with Twitch, it gives you a time limit on like downloading your stuff, and like it just doesn't keep it forever, which I think sucks. But I get it. I mean, it's a huge platform. There's a lot of people there, and you need the storage for to keep all that stuff. But honestly, you're a big platform. Get the damn storage you need. Like, why would you delete people's past broadcasts? Just upgrade some more. You know what I'm saying? I know it's easier said than done, but I know you can do it. You can just upgrade storage more, and you can make it so that affiliates at least don't lose their content. You can keep them, or or at least archive them. Some do something. You know what I'm saying, that you can pull it up at some point. And then you know what I'm saying. Like, there's ways that you could. I could think of many ways that you can handle this problem, but like giving them like, well, I know they give affiliates 60 days, but it's like I want to keep them on my channel and not have a stupid limit to how much I can keep on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over my Twitch, right? My Twitch, I am like really. really involved in Twitch now. Playing a bunch of games on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm gonna go over my changes and my schedule so you guys can see what's going on here. I know it's a bit of a longer video. I apologize, but if you have some time just listening in the background, then you'll just be aware. You don't have to listen to all of it or whatever if you don't want to. Just listen in as you're on your way to work or whatever you're doing, working on your own thing. Just listen to stuff in the background. You might be doing this right now. I don't know, but essentially, I'm just going over the details so you're all fully aware of everything. But on Twitch, right, I've been streaming a bunch of games. So right now my schedule is Clear Obscure, right? Ace Attorney. I did stream Pseudo Regality the other day. I was trying it out on my laptop because I was trying to test if my laptop could handle it, and my laptop can't handle OBS for some reason. I'm not sure. That's a weird problem. I know if I re-image it, it'll be fine, but I don't know what the current problem is of why it slows down, why it drains battery so fast. Not sure. Last time I fixed it by re-imaging, but then like I downloaded whatever it is. I'm downloading some app that's like throttling my shit. I don't know what it is yet, but yeah, so anyway, Pseudo Regalia is a pretty fun game. I've been enjoying it. It has really good movement. I only started playing it though, so I don't know anything much past the first like level, I suppose. But yeah, it's really fun. I wanna bring this out to Twitch when I actually get my computer back. I'll give you more on that in a second here. But yeah, right now I'm not actively streaming at the moment. I'm taking a few weeks break so I can get my computer fixed. I'll tell you more later, but I'm gonna go over a bit more on Twitch here. So in terms of Twitch, let's go to my channel, right? I've got to make like a new banner channel trailer. I may even make one after this, make a channel trailer. But oh, am I actually on my channel already? All right, so here's my about page, right? So I made a bunch of like cool different updates to my panel. So like I go over like streaming schedule, like where to follow me on these like you know these platforms, whatever. Make like little fun, like I don't know, cartoon versions of me, right? So uh I have my Twitch page here, which we're already on. There's my YouTube. There's my Blue Sky to follow me there, since I don't use like Twitch anymore. I've got a PayPal link here, which I'm not even sure if it works. I gotta test it out. I think it does. Um, and then I actually have a Patreon up. I haven't released it yet, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that so far. But yeah, I have a Patreon that I made. I just need to like work on whether or not I'm going to, do reactions. I have two movie reactions already. It's the Dune 20 whatever 2018 whatever 2020 version. The latest the Dune movie part 1 and part 2 are the only two that I have. If you guys want to see me do reactions like anime, movies, TV shows, let me know. I can add that in because my Saturdays and Sundays are not filled with things. Those are usually my off days to like do stuff. But if you want me to like do stuff like anime reactions or whatever, right? Let me know. I will add it to my Saturdays. So then Saturdays I post them here, and you can see once a week I'll upload like whatever you guys want to see. You want to? I haven't watched Demon Slayer for example. I've been saving my reactions to Demon Slayer for ever this day came. Like I've watched a lot of anime, but Demon Slayer is one I've always been interested in. I just never watched it. If you guys want to see me go through Demon Slayer for the first time, let me know. I'll put it on my Patreon. I'll make it exclusive on Patreon, and I might even upload it to like my YouTube. But I'll make a if that happens, I'll make a different channel like Atma Reacts, and then I'll put a YouTube channel specifically for anime, movie, and show reactions. That's up to you guys. Whoever wants to watch that, let me know. I will be putting it on Patreon. It's literally just $5 probably or something like that. Just pay $5 to get all my shit. And I don't know, it could be exclusive, like you'll see my entire thing. Then on YouTube we could do like a quick like 10-minute version of like as I've seen people do that on other reaction channels. They'll like upload a 10 or 15-minute version of what they've reacted to before. So we could do something like that. That would be pretty fun. But anyway, that's there. Let me know if you guys want to see. I will do that. Or like I said before, I can do anything there. If you want like life training, coaching, like learning IT, learning coding, learning stuff like that, I can teach that. I can teach you like I don't know. I used to be a tutor for a long time. For like that's how I made money in Florida. But like uh, I was teaching physics. I was teaching mathematics, like calculus. I was teaching anything. If you have like I don't know, a son, a daughter, whatever that needs help with homework or something, let me know. Patreon me. I'll literally spend the time to help you with that. If you want to know about how to do video editing, software editing, yeah, that too. But like, if you want to know like how to do audio editing, how to put together stuff, the whole process of things, let me know. I can put that on Patreon, and literally will just be for you. We can have a one-on-one. Like we'll go on Discord, we'll talk. I'll literally put out a time that I can chill with you and go over stuff. Anything you want, life advice, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm here to help people, not just myself. So I always say this is kind of like that's what I like to do. I like to help people. So this will be a nice way for me to like give back to people that have given me. Not saying that anyone's really giving me stuff, but like just the opportunity to be able to do this is good enough for me. Like just to be able to like have an outlet for playing games or something without feeling weird about it. You know, it's like sometimes it's like I don't. Well, nowadays it's a more you know, it's a more accepting world. But before, I used to get judged a lot for like playing games and stuff. Like, well, okay, well, a lot of it came from my family, but it's like, oh, you got to do this in your life, you got to do that. Like, I mean, you're this old, you're still playing games, you're still watching cartoons. I'm like, dude, I just want to live my life without the judgment. You know what I'm saying? And being able to go on YouTube and do that or Twitch and do that without the judgment from other like-minded people, I think it's super helpful for a lot of reasons. Not just because you make a community of it, but like also you have someone else that's really in your corner. You don't have to feel weird or ostracized about it. You can be like, okay, well, I'm not the only person that does this, so I feel really good that it's not like a weird thing. It's actually more common than you think. I mean, in my life, I've grown to really accept that anyway. Like, I've just grown to be super independent and not care about what other people think. But it's still nice to have that. You know what I'm saying? It's still really, really nice to be able to do that. Now, oh, anyway, I'm not gonna go super off tangent here, but I want to add a section here that's gonna go over like maybe like the next 5 games that I want to play, like the next 5 or 6 games, something like that, or like do like show a spreadsheet of games and maybe like have it so like people can vote on what they want to see next or something like that. Something I'll implement something there. I don't know, but we'll think about it. But yeah, just wanted to go over my Twitch page. So there's a lot of changes. I even changed my icon. You know what I mean? I could change a lot of stuff here. So that's uh that's where we're at on Twitch. Yeah. So now the next thing is people keep calling me. It's really annoying the hell out of me. But the next thing is over here, I have a TikTok page that I created just for the YouTube and Twitch stuff. And this is only for shorts, right? It's only for shorts. I mean, I don't know what else to use it for. I have no idea. I've never used TikTok before, so this platform is a bit foreign to me. I have no idea how to get eyes on my TikTok. I have no idea. So I'm just gonna post them on my descriptions from now on. I have a lot of work to do in terms of editing a lot of the videos and lives to like fit the right description, like putting everything I need to. So I have to go to every single video and do that. But I've been working on one myself. Like I've been working on like a Word document for it. So I'll be posting on every vid. Anyway, the whole thing is like, yeah, I don't know what to do with TikTok, but supposedly content creators they just like they have these TikToks and Instagram where people just go and follow them there, and then that's an extra way to get eyes on your channel. I have not seen this happen yet. It's been 5 days. I have 0 views on all of these. I have no clue if I even should keep this up. Like, it doesn't seem to be very helpful. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe one day it'll just like tens of thousands of views. Who knows? But there you go. So Yeah, I mean, that's basically all the stuff that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I just wanted to go over all that stuff with you guys. That way you're aware of everything. So, yeah, go ahead and continue. Just so you're aware of everything, that you know what's going on with the channel, you know what our mentality is, where we're at, and what's to come. I mean, that's a good question. What is to come? Yeah, I mean, more of this, I suppose. Unless you guys decide that you want to see the reaction stuff, that's a new thing I would add every week. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing this. I think it's been fun. It's been great for my mental health because I used to live life like a zombie, like going through the man's world, basically just like, hey, bro, there's adulting life. It's garbage. It's so ass. Like no wonder people are so like you know why they go through life like so depressed and like, dude, this is like if you don't have outlets to that's why people drink and do drugs and all that stuff, and that's why people go to the gym or they go and do boxing. It's like, bro, I mean, I don't need to do all that. All I need to do is just play games, bro. Literally, this is my drug. Like, just play games or listen to music. I've been good my whole life doing this. I'll never I'll never do drugs. I'll never hurt my body in certain ways. I'll never do certain things. Like some people take their anger on others and do that sort of stuff, and they'll do other things to certain people that shouldn't be done. And I'll never have these problems because I have these, right? And even if I didn't have them, I mean, it's crazy to get to that level. But I know that I'm safe when I have my games. If there's ever a time I'm feeling sad, I'll pop in a game. Like if I'm sad, I'm just gonna listen to Clear Obscure soundtrack. Like, bro, I'm picked right back up. If I'm mad, I'll just go play Smash Bros. Melee. I go beat up a computer. I'll beat up a person, on stream or whatever. I feel better. Yeah. I'm just gonna use Falcon and hit you with a couple knees, hit you with a Falcon punch, bro. I feel elated. I feel great. I just punched this guy across the screen. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have no more anger issues. So like all these things, I'm good. Just being able to do this, right? I'm glad I took the plunge, right? I'm glad that I took that leap of faith to be able to do this because now it doesn't matter if this goes nowhere. It doesn't matter to me. The fact that I'm able to do it is what I wanted in the first place. I just wanted to be able to do this, get through my backlog of games, play the games I want to play, and if it comes to it, watch the things I wanted to watch. So there you go, guys. That's basically an update of where we're at. So, and today's my day off, so that's why I'm like recording this. I took a day off so I can just kind of take a break from work. And as you can see, I'm over here. I haven't done my hair. I haven't done really anything, so I'm just kind of just chilling at home. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys an update. That way, you're all aware of the situation and what's to come, et cetera, et cetera. And yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, any ideas, concerns, thoughts, definitely let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people don't like to write comments these days. I'm very big on interaction, so if you guys give me comments, I really appreciate that. Like, you can like the video, that's fine, but like if you can just comment on stuff, I prefer that. I like the engagement, I like talking to people. And in general, I've been trying to get more people to talk about stuff. Like I want to like give more stories about my life and like go into more fun stuff. Like it's always fun. People say I'm like unk status, which is hilarious. Because like I'll tell stories about my life, things that's happened in my days that like people can learn from, or just funny things in general. Um, this has not moved, bro. This is crazy. But like I'll tell stories and like like kids will love it, for example, or like even people that can relate to it. It's great. Like I had people that live in the countryside that tell me their stories about like life in their country. I can relate somewhat because I used to live in the country in my country, live in the countryside in my country, yeah, in like the rural areas, but like and then I explain city life to them, and I explain like hood life to them, like living in a borough. And it's like they're like, "Whoa, that's crazy. I don't think I'd ever survive there." Or I'm like, "Oh, this would be crazy to like meet these kind of people." And so it's always fun stuff. So I really enjoy being able to tell stories stuff for people and just having a good laugh in general. Just having a good laugh with friends is really kind of where I like to be. So that's why I like the interaction with people. So if you guys comment and just tell me anything in general, want to share stories of yourselves, that's fine. Come join my Discord. I have a Discord channel that like I'll check like every now and again. I should check it all the time now, but like you know, we're trying to get more people in there. That way we can have conversations. I want to make updates to it. I got some roles if you guys want to like be updated on like, whether or not a video goes up or whether or not I'm streaming, you're gonna get pinged. So you should just come join in and say hello and like give me suggestions on what you want to see. If you want me to add a new channel to the Discord, like for certain discussions, like spoilers on, I don't know, Zelda or something, I could do that. Or you want to talk about certain anime, let me know. I'll add that in. If you want to talk about things in general, like spoiler stuff for like my stream, if I'm doing it, then I won't go in there, but people can have a spoiler conversation about, oh, do you think he's gonna, see this coming, or how you think he's gonna react there? Like things like that would be pretty fun to have an active community for. So I know we're small now, we're a small empire, but we're gonna be growing, guys. Well, hopefully with some good luck and some tenacity, we'll grow large, and then we'll have a bunch of people here that will thrive and will have a good time. So I mean, I do hope you guys can keep supporting me. And like I said, if you guys just want to support me in general, just keep watching my videos. I'll release that Patreon. If you guys do want to support me that way too, I'll have that. That way I can do this more often. Depending on how this goes, I could just, if this ever goes super successful, or like I can financially stay stable on this, I can just quit the other job. I don't ever have to go back there. I could just do this full time and focus on this. All I would like to do is do content creation for people, go over stories, go over skits. I have this idea now, like you see it on my YouTube. I have this idea now to do lore podcasts, which is super awesome. I like this because I want to do deep dives in the games, Chrono Trigger, Xenosaga, right, or Xenogears even. Like these type of games, like games with deep lore. Um, Expedition 33 is another one, right? Bankaitos could be one. I could talk for days and days about a lot of these games. Star Ocean series, right? Talk about the lore, how things interconnect with other games in the series, or how if they're standalone. Say like Romances Saga, right? It could talk about a lot of different lores and why things are interesting and how they relate to other games, or where the origins of some of those ideas came from. See, this is stuff I really want to do. I think it's really cool. I'm sure there's already channels that do this on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't looked them up, but like this will be like I don't know. I've never been a fan of like, oh, someone else is doing this, so you're a copycat. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just doing what I think is good. So if these are my ideas and they came from somewhere else, well, whatever. I don't care. Like I thought of it, I'm gonna do it, right? So these are ideas that I'm thinking of. Like I want to do lore podcasts. I've always wanted to do it for a while because I have ideas to do reviews, but I want to do more than just a review. I want to review games, but also like talk deeply about the lore. And I don't know, like the reason I'm like this is because like growing up, I was super into um like games, like super into games. Like I had friends outside that I would play sports with, but not a lot of friends that play video games. We always play sport. It's a hood, bro. Like no one could afford these games. So like if you did have a game that was great, like I've made friends with them too, but they usually live really far from me and not near me. So I couldn't play like, casual, like, go to their house and play. Like I only had one friend that I would go to his house and we'd play games. But we played more like Need for Speed and shit like that, right? So those kind of games, like I can't really go over a lore podcast on Need for Speed. I mean, maybe I could, but like those are the games you just have fun with your friends. But like RPG games, have always been like a single player experience. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish you could do more than just a single player type of thing with RPGs. I wish there were an RPG game that you could just go with a friend and just play it together. Like a traditional RPG, like not like like Tales of Symphonia where you just press. press a button with someone and then like you could like go as player two and then fight in battle. No, I want to like we both run across the screens. We both run across stuff and do things. Kind of like how Elden Ring and Dark Souls, you can like join in and play games with people, and you can run around and stuff. But even better in that because in Elden Ring, you have to like keep ringing the bell to keep bringing them back into the story. But it's like no, I want it to be from start to finish. We're both playing than RPGs together. Like it sucks to me that there's games that do this, but in other genres, like Cuphead, I can play with like my brother he and I play Cuphead together, and we can go through the story and we can play the game. And it's fun. Or we can play Donkey Kong Country Returns. I think that's the game I play. I play that game with my friend Jamal, and we play through it. And but it's all side scroller stuff, and it's like yeah, there's a lot of games where you can play with other people. Like you could play Fortnite with others. You could play games like what's that? What's that game? Uh, I don't know the League of Legends or something. You could do this, but unless the game is an MMO, right? Where are the RPG games or even the JRPG games where I can sit down and play a two-player experience with someone on the other side, either on the couch or across the world? Where are those games at? Right? So anyway, I'm going on a tangent here, but anyway, the whole point is like we don't have those type of games. So RPGs have always been a single player experience, and it's always been tough for me to find people that relate to that because people either like sports game or some other game or something like modern like League of Legends or some crap, right? Like those are the games people play, and those are the games I'm not into, right? I'm into JRPGs. So when I play them, I realized just how rare they are. Like I got into the wrong genre, but like I really love them because it's like reading the story. It's like reading a good book, but it's like book with audio and visual. So it's like even better. And I've been so invested into RPGs for so long that like I just it's just my life now. And so when I play them, I get so deeply sucked into the story and into that world, and I become part of the world, and the world becomes me, right? So this was like growing up. This was like this, right? Um, Final Fantasy was this way. Romance and Saga was this way. Everything like Lufia, Breath of Fire, Sweet Coated. All of these games were all like this. Where I was super invested in the story. And then I played a game like Fantasy Star Online, which blew my mind the first time I ever played it. Blew my mind. Like I had this. That's where I met one of my best friends. My first pen pal was this way. This guy called June, which I'm not gonna really name names. I don't want to give people away, but like this guy called June, who I made lifelong friends with. First time ever playing this Dreamcast 56K connection modem. Um, I had the keyboard. We were playing. We were in the lobby, and this guy supposedly was from California. We're over here playing. We're over here playing Fantasy Star online, episodes 1 and 2, and I meet this kid that's like in a different state or whatever, and like it was I think he said he was from California, right? And I was like, dude, that blew my mind growing up. I was like, that's insanity. How can you be like? There's no way. I was like, how could you be in a different state and I'm here and I'm playing this in New York? Like how, right? So he and I made friends. He was learning English. I taught him a little bit of English. He taught me a little bit of was it Cantonese or something? I don't know. I don't know what he spoke at the time, but oh, it was Japanese. I think it was Japanese. That's how I first got interested in Japanese language. Like he was saying stuff in Japanese. Like I don't know what you're saying, bro, but like that's cool. And we would like chill in the lobby. We would talk, and he would type stuff out. I would type stuff out, and it would take like minutes between conversations, and it was great. But it blew my young little mind um, out of space. It just blew it out of my head, and never forgot that feeling. I've always loved that feeling. So like you know, being able to like relate that, but like in video format for people and talk about how special that is, and then go over lore of games, like that same feeling that's captivated from Fantasy Star, being able to do something that amazing and people take for granted how amazing that really is, the technology it takes, and all of that. But being able to do something like that, but like get that same feeling across different games, different genres, like truly special games, like the ones I played recently. You know, Clear Obscure Expedition 33 is one of them. That game's gonna live on in my heart forever. I got Bang Kaitos in there forever. Romantic Saga 2. You know, I'm actually like I could even talk about the lore of the Hundred Line, for example, a game I played recently. Also, I go over the Virtues Zero Escape Time series like that. I haven't played third game, but I could go over the first two games that I know. I'll be playing third game soon. So, but anyway, dude, I am like going all over the place. I'm sorry about that. If you enjoy listening to that, that's fine. But like, I've been rambling on for like an hour now. But okay, you get the idea, right? I just want to go over lore podcast. I want to focus on blind playthroughs of stuff. There's so many games I haven't played. The games that I have played, I'm already good at them. I already know how to play them. That's not really interesting unless you care to watch, I don't know, 120th different playthrough. I think I'm at playthrough number 117 on Fire Emblem 10, Radiant Dawn, right? Like, I play against so many times on stream that, like, I have surpassed 100 playthroughs of that. And if you guys want to see another one, I can do that. Of course, I could always stream it again. But I think it's more interesting to go through blind playthroughs of different games that I haven't played. That's where the real magic is. That's where the energy is for me getting involved into a story, into the love of a world. Like Expedition 33 is really like honed that for me. Like I really want that experience for different games. And there's so many. I have such a backlog that I can go through stuff. Um, it's gonna be great. Like I want to. Well, enough about that. And live streams, of course, live streams. That's pretty self-explanatory. I just noticed that I don't have my mouse capture, so you can't see my mouse. But yeah, you know where I'm pointing basically by what I'm mentioning. We have live streams, playthroughs, and all that stuff. I can probably change that. Hold on a minute. I can probably change that. Let's capture the cursor. There we go. So yeah, so blind playthroughs, lore podcasts, and live streams. Yeah, these are the core three that I want to focus on in this on this channel. The Trinity of Atma, right? But anyway, I'll probably give you a list of all the games I'm gonna do next. I want to play through Pseudo Regalia after I finish Expedition 33 to its fullest, to where I want it to be. I'll do Pseudo Regalia, right? And then after that, I'm going to go through Lies of P, because I played the demo and I haven't actually played the actual game. So I'm gonna play through Lies of P and this DLC or whatever. And then I might play the next game. Would probably be like Zero Time Escape, the third game in the Zero Time trilogy. Probably play that because I've been eager to find out what's happening in the next game. And then maybe I'll go to the Elden Ring DLC, which I haven't played. But that'll be a great stream to like watch. I heard it was a frustrating experience. I heard it was hard. And that's right up my alley because, I'm always having those rage moments, guys, the ones that you guys know and love. So that'll be great. And me getting my ass kicked at Elden Ring. Fun times, bro. And if there's any other games you want to see that's not just part of my backlog, let me know. I'll add it in. I have something planned, I think, for this Halloween. I want to do, if I can get it. Should I ruin the surprise? No, I might as well say it. So you guys know I'm notoriously bad at FPS games. I'm very bad at shooting games. Very, very bad. So some people had the idea that I should play Doom Eternal or the other Doom 2016, whatever the previous to Eternal is. I should play that game and go through those games and play those on stream, and it'll be a great time. I know why everyone wants to watch it. I don't want to play it, but everyone wants to watch it because one, I'm very bad at FPS games, and two, it's supposedly a scary game where it's like dark and creepy and stuff, and that's kind of it's gonna scare me or something like that. So that'll be interesting to watch. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, it sounds like a good time. I hope you guys are down to watch that because it'll be great. Huh. Anyway, this video has been too long. I'm not gonna keep going over it. All right, let me end it here, just so I don't talk for another hour about nonsense. I hope this was enlightening for you guys in the sense that, like, okay, this is where the channel's going, and this is what we're doing, and this is how we're feeling. So I hope you guys do give me more updates on stuff like, how life's going for you, how everything's in your life, and what you want to see from me. And I want to see you in more videos. And let me know who you are. If you've been here for this long, let me know who you are. I've gotten like maybe one or two comments from people saying, "Hey, you're still making videos? Cool. Like I've been watching you since this long." And I'm like, "Yeah, these people are awesome." So I'm marking them down. But like, if you've been here this whole time, let me know in this video. This is the one I'm on to check out. How long have you been watching? How long have you been faithful to the channel? These are the things I want to know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time. Um, thank you so much for just letting me be able to entertain you, I suppose, because I really love doing this. It's super fun for me, and I don't think I'm ever going to stop. But yeah, thank you all for the wonderful opportunity, and I hope to see you in the next video, whenever that is. Well, when I get my computer back. Actually, I didn't go over that before I end. So my computer, I could show you, but I have every component I need, but the motherboard needs to be sent back on my new PC because they messed up the motherboard. They sent me a messed up motherboard with bent pins, so I can't do anything with it. So I'm sending it back. I had to get a refund of my money, and then I'm gonna just order it again. So that might take anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks. I don't know. And it kills me that I can't stream for that long, but that's why I started making the shorts because I'm like, well, if I can't stream, I might as well make shorts of my content and bring it out to YouTube so that people can enjoy them. And even though I could do more than one short per day, I'm gonna keep it at one short per day because I don't want to run out of content. I don't want to wear myself out looking for content on my old stuff. So taking my time with it and keeping it slow. Besides, I have plenty of live stream content you guys can go through. I have plenty of playlist stuff that you guys can go through, and I'll be organizing the rest of it. So just keep an eye on that. So if you haven't seen my Silent Hill playthrough, now's a good time. If you haven't seen my Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough, now's a good time. If you haven't seen me go through Danganronpa, now's a good time. So yeah, those will all be there for you guys until I come back. I'll make one more video when I do return. I'll post another update like, hey, I got my PC. We're good to stream, and I'll give you my times for streaming, which is still going to be consistent. Um, every Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Monday and Wednesdays from 8 to 11 p.m. and Fridays from 7 to 11 p.m. So those times don't really change. Huh. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everything. Remember to follow me on Blue Sky. Blue Sky, okay? That's this link here. I would highly recommend you making a Blue Sky. It's better than Twitter. And on top of that, um, it links with Twitter. So like if you have a Twitter and you follow a bunch of people from Twitter, you'll see all of those people that are already on Blue Sky. You just auto follow them. It's great. Um, but my Twitter's still there anyway, in case you want to go visit it. I'm gonna probably use it later. And I have my TikTok. Follow me on the TikTok. It's so weird to say that. I just don't even like the platform, but follow me there. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't. I know some of you prefer YouTube, but it's a two. These guys are married. Okay, Twitch and YouTube on my channel are married, so it's not one or the other. You go to both. But yeah, Blue Sky, please follow me there because I do post stuff important to the channel here. I'll post like, when I'm live, I'll post that there. I'll post anything like, oh, I can't go live today because of XX reason, or I'll post like, whatever. So follow me there if you haven't. I had to put one more link here, my Discord. My Discord is going to be in the description of this video, and it'll be up here later. But follow me on Discord too. That way you can talk to me. I'm always on. Literally, my phone's always on. Always, always, right? I'm always checking my phone. I'm checking if I'm here at home, I'm checking my laptop or my well, the computer when it's up. I'm always checking it. It's always on. You can always reach me no matter what. So anyway, for like the fifth time, thank you for watching, everyone. I want you guys to all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you the next time. So peace out and keep it styling, y'all.